Morning. The problem for today is all the people we have in jail. And this is a monstrous problem. We have 5% of the world's population and about 25% of the people in jail. And we're supposed to be the nation that sets an example for others. And this is just inexcusable. By coincidence, we have the same distribution in wealth. We have 5% of the world's population and 25% of the world's wealth. Just about almost identical ratios. Why, I don't know, but it's very ironic. Anyway, there are a lot of things we could do to help the number of people in jail. One is something we should do for other reasons, and that is to even out the inequality of income in the United States. When you put a chart of the ratio of income on average and income on top, Denmark comes out at the very bottom. It's a 4-to-1 ratio. The United States overwhelmingly is ahead of every other advanced country in the world. We have an amazing income equality. What Bernie was talking about, millionaires and billionaires, millionaires and billionaires, millionaires and billionaires. Yeah, that's a very big part of it. Others are absolutely senseless war on drugs, which has done nothing but criminalized it, bring out all kinds of mobs that were not there before, and destroyed people's lives with absolutely no good result. If you want to look at something simple, take the history of prohibition in the United States. All it succeeded to do was get people on the hard alcohol away from beer and wine, and bring out the mafia and all kinds of crime for no reason. And we sensibly stopped it, but really wasn't sensible. It's just that there were so many people in the United States who were literally drunkards from this, that they wanted their booze, and they just said, stop this. This isn't true of the others, but really there's no point for all this drug thing. Drugs are horrible, they spoil lives, but the most of it is from two drugs. Nicotine, which produces more deaths than anything else. Alcohol, that produces deaths, violence, DUI. The two of them together are, as we say in mathematics, sufficient and almost necessary. This is an absolute ridiculous thing that we continue criminalization. Yes, these things are terrible. Yes, they ruin lives. Yes, they cause deaths that shouldn't be. Yes, they almost bring nations to their knees. But everything we're doing simply makes it worse. Stop it. Okay, other things we can do. Keep people from sitting in jails because they can't make bail. The Constitution guarantees against excessive tariffs or bails, and it's there. We're supposed to do it. Now, it's excessive if a very large portion of people who are charged cannot come up with the bail. That's excessive. If it's something that's a rare thing, then that's okay. But if the average man on the street who that day was not able to make his rent money or whatever, and simply has no money, stays in jail for God knows how long, and they're long. The Constitution says we're supposed to have a guarantee to a fast, speedy trial. We to confront the witnesses in front of us, to have adequate representation, to be tried by a jury of his peers. That's gone. We don't have that. In the federal trials, 97% of the convictions come from plea bargain. In the state, 94%. What's a plea bargain? It's very simple. The government comes up with all these draconian charges that they hold as a gun to your head. You can plead guilty to a lesser charge, which really isn't lesser, it just isn't as horrible as the other one, or we'll try you for the other, for the heavier one. Instead of going to jail for 2 years, you'll go to jail for 10 years. You want to take a chance, buddy? You really want to take a chance on that 10 years? Even though you haven't done it. Even though you haven't done it. I don't know how many people like that there are, but they're out there. And if you think that 97% of the people up there that have pleaded guilty are guilty, you're crazy. You're crazy. It can't be. It can't be. So we're throwing all kinds of people up there who are either not guilty at all or really would not be found guilty if they were tried. This has simply got to be stopped. There's no excuse for that. The Constitution guarantees against cruel and unusual punishment. Well, what are jail sentences that are several times longer than any other civilized country in the world? Isn't that a little bit cruel? Maybe a little bit cruel? Sort of not nice. They're just criminals. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They're the other people. They're the other people. They're not our kind. Don't worry about it. Well, with the drug situation, our kind are getting involved, and we don't like it. It's for the other people. See you next time.